So maybe almost a year of my life I've spent in intentional solitude. And this, of course, doesn't make me any more spiritual than anyone. I've just come to understand that it's part of my calling. And because of that, I've learned a few things about being alone. And I thought I'd try to talk about some of them here today. But before I do, just take in the beauty. This is the North Carolina side of the Appalachian Trail. It's amazingly gorgeous. One of my favorite places to be. In fact, I usually take my more extended times of retreat up here in the Roan Mountain area. I'm usually out of cell phone signal, and no internet, no TV, and it's just it's a special space, a sacred space. You know, there's sort of three contemplative themes or postures, you might call them, that relate to this topic. It's stillness and silence and solitude. Today I want to talk a little bit specifically about solitude, about why to be alone and what makes it meaningful, what makes it important in our spiritual journey. I'll say this: solitude introduces you to yourself. You know, we all have a self-image, a sense of ourselves that we project to other people, we project to ourselves. And that's not a bad thing. It's just not the whole truth. Sometimes it's just the shell of a truth. And there's something about being apart, about being away from the activities, away from the people and circumstances, that allow some of these shells to begin to peel off. We begin to see things that we didn't see before, things that are also true, maybe even more true. That's actually one of the definitions of the word contemplation, is to pierce the veil of illusion and to see the things that are more deeply true. That's one of the gifts of solitude. You might ask what I do on retreat, and it varies. I have kind of a general 3-phase flow that's very simple, anybody can do. It starts with refreshment, just rest, and kind of letting the soul detox from all the busyness and preoccupation. Then moving into a time of reflection where I look more backwards and think back over the course of the last season of life and what are the important learnings and messages I'm supposed to be carrying forward today. And then looking ahead and refocusing on what and how God's calling me into my future. And that's so much of what the contemplative journey is about. Learning to see life and circumstance and ourselves, our place in the world from that divine perspective. You know, I just feel freer to enter into this new year than I have ever felt before. I don't even fully know how to talk about that quite yet, but something real and meaningful has happened, and I'm so ready for 2022. And I have just more confidence and freedom. So I just wonder, what the experience of solitude has been like in your life. If you've really tasted of that, you can think of the last time you entered into intentional aloneness. Things happen in this space that just can't happen anywhere else. There are things that happen when we are kind of shut up to God that don't happen when we're in a larger sense of community. Of course, the opposite is true too. Things happen in community that can't happen alone. It's just that our lives tend to be more connected than apart. We don't have many invitations into spiritual solitude. So I'm hoping that something of that resonates for you today, and that there might be an invitation for you in that. And I'll leave you with that question. Is there a way that you might enter into that kind of space, even just for an hour, of being alone with a purpose, being alone to encounter God and your own heart, kind of looking into the mirror of solitude and seeing the divine image? You know, we get to see Christ in us in ways that we also are not accustomed to seeing. And that is a great consolation and a great pointer toward our true selves. It's to let God draw you in whatever form, whatever way, into some meaningful time of aloneness. It's going to be good. Blessings.